Good evening. We're glad you're with us tonight. I'm Farron Foster.
And I'm Paxton Boyd. Thank you so much for joining us. We begin with breaking news tonight. According to multiple reports, the University of Kentucky men's basketball team has zeroed in on Mark Pope as its next head coach. The two sides reportedly working on a deal that could be done as soon as tonight. Now,
the news comes after Baylor head coach Scott Drew and UConn's Dan Hurley reportedly both turned down the job. Pope is a UK alum and was a member of the 1996 championship team. He's currently the head coach at Brigham Young University.
Now, the move not met without criticism. Pope has coached the Cougars for the past 5 seasons. He's been a head coach for 9 seasons, only making the NCAA tournament twice. Pope has yet to win an NCAA tournament game.
And ABC 36 sports director Jeff Piccoro joining us now. Jeff, you know, we kind of gave a little bit of bullet points with Mark Pope, but kind of give us the rundown for those that don't know him.
Yeah, well, Pope obviously played here, so he's the one guy of all these people that they've been talking to so far that knows the culture here at the University of Kentucky. He first started his coaching career as an assistant back in 2009 at Georgia, got his first head coaching gig at Utah Valley in 2015, took over BYU in 2019 until obviously today. It's expected he will be the next head coach here at Kentucky. As I said, Pope played basketball here at Kentucky for a couple of years, even won the national championship in the 1996 season. So, again, like I said, there were, when all of the people around here are discussing the coaches that they should go after, fans I'm talking about, 2 guys, Billy Donovan and Rick Pitino, were the only 2 that knows what it's like to coach here. All the other guys are outside. They didn't play here. They've never coached here, never been an assistant coach here. It takes a special person to be here at the University of Kentucky. I've said this a lot. We've seen what happened to Billy Gillispie. He didn't last 2 seasons here. It was overwhelming. Pope knows it. He's played it, and now hopefully he'll be coaching it. I think it's a pretty good hire.
Now, everybody making that connection, that UK connection, but one connection that everyone else is making, Jeff Shepard. He was a college roommate of Mark Pope. And, of course, Jeff Shepard, the father of Reed Shepard. Everyone wants to know, maybe this might help the chances of Reed coming back for one more.
You know, it could. You know, I don't know what he is thinking right now, what he could make next year in NIL money. Does that offset what he could possibly make in the NBA? That's the big question, and where will he go? I've got to tell you, folks, if he is a lottery pick, you almost have to go to the NBA. You can't make that money up. And you want to get there as soon as you can because you want to get to the second contract. That's where the big money is in the NBA.
And one other big question, Jeff, because, again, lots of speculations being thrown around about when this announcement could come. You know how these contract negotiations work. So walk us through kind of a timeline of how this all goes down.
Yeah, so real quick, here's what happens. And this is why when you say they didn't contact Rick Pitino, they didn't contact Hurley, they contact the agents, okay? That's what the university does. So Mitch Barnhart will call and say, we're interested in your guy. Is there any interest on his part? And they say, you know what, there is. Or in Danny Hurley's case, from the get-go, he has said, no, I'm not leaving. Nate Oates said the exact same thing. I'm staying here. There is no interest on our part. So then Mitch has to pivot and go to the next person. So that's why this is so tough. And that's why coaches can say, and people say, oh, you're a liar. They did talk to you. No, they talk to the agents of these coaches so the coaches can say, I have not had contact with the University of Kentucky. The University of Kentucky contacted their agents or their people. And then that's how this all works. So the coaches, it's called plausible deniability, basically.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, this is such a developing story. We're going to keep on it. You and your sports team have done an amazing job reporting on all of this. So, Jeff, the ABC 36 sports director, thank you again so much. And we'll keep you in the know of what's going on as all of this news develops.